Find me on Instagram or the 502 Stitcher. Today is Thursday, August 14, 2025. If you're new here, I hope you'll see, subscribe, and stay around. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate coming back and watching all of my videos. Say I'm in a new location. If you've watched me before, usually I film in the kitchen, and I just thought I would film in the living room this time and try something new. This is just a place I have quite a bit of my cross stitch at. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the pieces that are behind me just before we get started. Up here is kind of like my pride and joy. This is one I had framed earlier this year. It is Lori Holt Flea Market Flowers, and I worked on this piece for about 2 years. It was one of the first pieces I really kind of started when I first started cross stitching. It's on a 25 count and it was the first thing that wasn't Eda. So really proud of that one. This one is Stitching with the Housewives, Stitching Seasons. It was a Club at Fat Quarter Shop, but now you can get the individual pieces, but that is summer, obviously. This one right here is Buffalo Plaid Summer from Stitching with the Housewives. They both, this one and this one both, they both have, winter, fall, summer, spring, all those. This one right here is Primrose Cottage Stitches. It is Hello Sweet Summer. And this one down here is How Darth the Busy Bee from Modern Folk Embroidery. So like I said, I just thought I'd come over here and try to film over here. I hope the window's not too distracting, but just show some of my stitching. Also, if you can ignore the bookcase with the DVDs in it and bamboo bags. I have a child with a trach and a ventilator, so we have medical equipment just throughout the house. Bamboo bags are necessary in emergencies, so ignore that and hopefully maybe enjoy the plant instead. But like I said, I can't remember now if I said it because I filmed this a couple of times. So, but if you're new here, I want to welcome you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll find something that you'll like. Subscribe and join, or stay around and join us. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you being here. This community is why I started Flosstube channels, because I don't know anybody in real life that cross stitches, so I wanted to make connections with other people. So I greatly appreciate you being here and commenting on my videos, getting to know some of you in the comments. So thank you. And talking about community, we have a couple of our floss tubers in our community. I'm gonna take a drink really quick. Sorry if I feel a cough coming on. I don't talk a lot and then I get on here and I start coughing. But we have a couple of our members that need some prayers, some love, good vibes, whatever you feel like you can send. The first one I can think of is Priscilla over at Stitching with the Housewives. As you know, I do a lot of their patterns. I thoroughly enjoy them and watch their floss tube. Priscilla has announced that she has cancer. So in their their Facebook group, if you're not a member, join over there at Facebook. They are doing a vintage Christmas sal, and I have something I did for that, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But just kind of like, kind of community support Priscilla. So if there's something you're interested in, go over to their Facebook and check that out. And our other member that needs some prayer is Callie over at Floss Boston Cousins. Christy announced that she had a stroke, so she's doing a lot of therapy to try to heal and hopefully repair some of the damage that was done from the stroke. So if you can just send both of them some love, prayers, whatever, good vibes, whatever you feel like you can do, and just support them, because I know both of these families are really hurting. So just send them your love. So now that I don't want to bring that down, but I just think that's very, very important to show support to other people. So I just want, to send my love and support to them. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. I don't have a lot to show you, and the main reason is because after my last floss tube, our air conditioning went out. We've been in this house now, I think 17 years, and our air conditioner was from, the beginning, and it went out. It has been so hot around here. It's been in the 90s. High humidity, so it was just all around miserable. In our house, it was about 89 most days, 90. And my husband, I grew up without air conditioning, so I was used to it before I met my husband, but he likes to live in an igloo, so he spoiled me. We keep our house normally around like 65 degrees. So I am used to being cold. If I'm not cold, I'm hot, the kind of thing. So It was just completely miserable. I've slept down in the living room most all of the last 2 weeks. So I've not been in, getting very good sleep. So like, and then with everything going on, I just didn't get a lot of stitching done. So the things I did work on, I worked on. I got finishes from them. So I've enjoyed just working on one thing at a time and not jumping around. But long story short, the guy we normally used, I guess went out of business and we couldn't get a hold of him. So we went through a family friend and he strung us along. He wouldn't return our phone calls, wouldn't come out, that kind of thing. After initially saying, yeah, he could do it, and then he just wouldn't return our phone calls. So last Friday, my husband came home. I would say matter and oh at him, if you heard that saying around. He just came home furious. He was done. He wouldn't call him back. He wouldn't call me back. So he started calling around other companies. If we are in Louisville, Kentucky, if you ever need an air conditioning company, I cannot praise Air Server Louisville. If you need anybody with air conditioner, my husband called them and just said, hey, we're out of air conditioning. We need some help. Within an hour, they had somebody at our house, like checking it out. He did agree that the screeching, as I said, is something to be murdered outside, coming from the air conditioner was the motor going out of the fan. So they did recommend, replacing, which we figured at 17 years old. But he came out with air concentrators and we put it in this window and went upstairs. And while it didn't, make it cold, it definitely helped. It brought down to like 80, 82 in the house. So it was more tolerable. Was able to get a little bit of sleep at night. And that Monday morning he got it, he had scheduled, for somebody to come out and replace it. And normally I'm somebody that does not have the great things that happen to me, but they were out of the air conditioner that we bought or the furnace, so we got to upgrade. So the guy said that we have like $11,000 furnace in our house, and definitely this one is a lot different than the old one. The airflow is all that better. But anyway, long story short, sorry I'm journaling on about this, but our air conditioner is now fixed. We are poor, but we are happy, cool, and feeling better and getting some sleep. And I'm happy to be back in my own bed upstairs. So much better than that. Sorry. If you're new here, I hope that this isn't too terrible, all this drawing on. But anyway, that's my life has been crazy. And the kids went back to school. I have a fifth grader. She does home hospital, so our teacher comes to our house. She started on Tuesday. My other daughter is in sixth grade. She was so nervous, and my son is in 10th grade. They both went back to school last Thursday. Knock on wood, everything is going amazingly, and hopefully it continues that. So we're back in school full time. Also, my middle kiddo, she turned 13 yesterday. So she had her birthday, doing really well with that. She is one of her big presents. She wanted a sweatshirt for some TV show, so I got her that. And then she wanted to go to Waverly Hills Sanitarium because at 13 you're allowed to do tours. So they are going tomorrow night, and my husband's going to take her so I can stay home with my other kids. But I know they're going to have so much fun. If I can think about it, I'll try to insert some pictures with it. If you're not from Louisville or into the paranormal world, it is a TB hospital that was in Louisville where I don't even know how many thousands, hundred thousands, I don't know how many people died there. I can't think off the top of my head, but it's supposed to be haunted, and they do tours. When I was a kid, lots of people went up there illegally because it wasn't really closed off. You could just everybody went up there and kind of hung out. But now they have it closed off because they're trying to restore it, and so they do tours. So they're doing they're not doing the paranormal tours. They're doing a history tour, but it's at 10 o'clock at night, so it's going to be scary. So they're going to go and have lots of fun. Oh, and then also, if you've not watched the last episode of Floss Boss and Cousins, go over there and watch that after you watch mine, and check out the cat mask that Christy had that she got for her, basically kind of scare her dogs. So I saw that my daughter, my middle kiddo that had a birthday, she's a huge cat fan, so I got the mask. Actually, hold on just a second. It is right here. Sorry about that, but it is right here. This is the cat mask. So as you can see, it is a realistic cat. We have orange cats. So I got it for my daughter thinking that maybe the dog would react to it. Our dog didn't care about it. He's a long haired chihuahua, didn't care about it. But and our older cat didn't care about it. But our younger cat, if I can get the video that Michaela took, he was freaking out. And Christy's dogs were barking at her, but he started hissing, put his ears down, excuse me, growling. We've had this cat for 2 years. I've never heard him growl. He was growling at that mask. It was so funny, but so it's something funny, we did. So I'll go ahead and jump in here now that I've the 10 minutes of life stuff. So sorry that was too long for you, but so go ahead and jump in here. Like I said, over at the Stitching with the Housewives Facebook group, they are doing vintage Christmas sale in the Facebook group. So a lot of people are doing vintage Christmas, but it's not a pattern I had. It's not one. I won't say I don't like it, but it's not one that I wanted to do. So I picked a different chart, which other people are picking different charts too. And I picked "Oh Come, Let Us Adore Him." That's to do with the Housewives, obviously. It is on 14 count 8 black Ada. If I can talk, sorry, 14 count black Ada, and got this done. There is like kind of like a wooden set come from Paisley and Polka Dots. I have ordered that and I'm waiting that to come in, and I plan to finish it just like that, how like they did. So hopefully I can get the wooden pieces because they come unpainted. Hopefully I can get them painted to look like how Priscilla had hers, and then kind of copy her finish. It was so pretty. They are still it's still going on, I think, all month long. I might be wrong for sure on it. So I plan to pick a different Christmas chart and start stitching along with that for the rest of the vintage Christmas style. But this one turned out really cute. And honestly, I got this done in 2 days. So like it's not a lot because it's all words. So there's not a lot of stitching done. And there's Smyrnas in here. I've never really done a Smyrna. So I watched a tutorial from Fat Quarter Shop and super easy. So I got those done, so they're really cute. So one of my stitches, and I guess I'll put that over here. I don't really have a good setup, like I said, with this. So the next one is Hello Summer. This is Primrose Cottage Stitches. It is done on 14 count Berry Smoothie by Fabric Flair. This is the call for colors. This was the free pattern for last month that they send out in their newsletter for the month of July. Yeah, my mind blank. But so I got that done. Looking good. Like I said, call for colors, as I got the little pack from them. I don't do that every single month, but I definitely wanted this fabric, so I just went ahead and ordered the kit from them. So that turned out really pretty. And I'm hoping to do this one in a pillow. The next one is a bigger finish for me. This is my first Plumstreet samplers pattern. It is Tomato Hill. It is done. Let's see, I forgot what the name is. This is Legacy, a 16 count Legacy by um picture this plus. Sorry, my mind went blank. So this is Tomato Hill. I did do the DMC colors, so it's a little bit different than a lot of the ones you see. With the DMC, I did notice a big difference up here in these two colors for the tomatoes. Sorry about the coffin. I thought it was really cute. And for some reason, I keep thinking these are pumpkins. I know they're supposed to be Tomato Hill, but they just look like pumpkins to me. I guess it's the colors of them. I don't know. I think of a tomato more of a red tomato versus kind of like the orangey color. So hope to turn that into a pillow also. I thought that turned out really pretty and was happy with my first Plumstreet. So those are all the the finishes that I've got. I thought I'd also now show you my whips. The first one is actually one from Jolly July. Let's drop one. Jolly July that I forgot to show last time. This is Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is Christmas Quaker. I'm doing mine a little different. I'm doing mine in red and green. Of course, I have a big old piece of floss hanging. I'll see if I can put it around the back. But I am doing mine on a 16 count fabric in the colorway Fog, Picture This Plus, and this is what I got so far. So, oh, I have it upside down. I'm sorry. This is how it goes. So honestly, I don't have a lot to do. I just have this section up here and then this right here, and then I'll be done. So I just need to dedicate some time to do this. But for Jolly July, if you missed my last video, what I did, I took all of my Christmas whips and I wanted to work on each Christmas whip for two times at least, for an hour each. But most of them I got way more than that, and I got quite a bit of finishes from doing that. So I was really happy with that. So I just need to finish that up and get this one done. But I love how the red and green is working. I am doing Weeks Dye Works in the colorway Turkish Red. It's my favorite red. And then I'm doing Classic Colorworks Grasshopper for the green. And I just thought those look so great together. So, like I said, that was a whip I meant to show last time and forgot. And my last whip that I've been working on, I'm going to have to insert a picture of it because I only have my working copy with it. It is Hello from Liz Mathews, and it is Butterflies and Baskets. This is my one of my Whip Go calls for the month of August. So here is what I got done. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of this one where I was, so I'll try to insert a picture of that. I finished up on the side. So I finished up a couple of these, the basket up here, this flower up here, and then started on this one up here. This one, for some reason, I don't know if it's the 28, oh, and I forgot to say also, 28 count Monaco. I'm doing this with DMC instead of Call for Colors, and it is DMC 824. For some reason, I work on this, it hurts my finger, like with the needle. So I'm sure it's me, not versus the fabric or whatever, or even the needle. I've tried changing the needles, but it still hurts. So I don't work on this one a ton, but honestly, I just have to do this flower over here, and then this, and then this, and then finish up the border into the butterflies. So maybe if I spent like, a week or so working on it, I could get that one done. I just think it is so pretty. And I still need to work on my other whip though. My whip go, I work on each project three times for 1 hour each. So today was my third day, and I worked on it this morning while I was waiting between buses. So that. The next one I have is New Starts. This one is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine Halloween, and I am doing let's see right here, the Halloween Quaker. It doesn't have the best pictures. Both pictures they have of this in here, it's covered up by something else. So here's another viewpoint of it. It is by Wrought Iron Stitching. And I'm doing mine a little bit different also. As you saw in that one, it is a lot of like different colors, like yellow, green, brown, orange, that kind of thing. I've decided to do mine in black and orange. And I'm doing mine on a 28 count fabric from Atomic Ranch. They have a store here in Louisville, so I went there and got one of their colors. It is 28 count lavender on 28 count Lagana. So this is what I have done. Let me just take it out of the hoop for a minute so you can see. Sorry, I have them thread hanging. So this is what I have done so far on mine. Worked on this just a couple of days. I think that's turning out really cute. The fabric, while it is a purple, it's kind of like more of like kind of like a blue. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, sky sunset kind of thing. But I just think the like orange and black are turning out really cute on it. And I would say I'm about a fourth to half done with it. So it's not a whole bunch more to do on it. It's kind of a quick workup. So that's like how it's turning out. I think it's really cute. And I always want them as, I don't know how you do with magazines. Do you work on the magazines? Do you use a lot of magazines? I'm not very good at it. I just, kind of look at them go on. But then, that one I thought was really cool. Okay, the next new start I have is from a magazine. Our library had like a swap or whatever, craft swap, and this is one of the things I got from it. So it was Leisure Arts Magazine cross stitch, and it was from December 18. Trying to see what year. Is it December 18th? For some reason, I had the year. Now I can't remember what it was. I don't see anything with a date. No. 1990. So this is from 1990. Yeah, oh, there it is right here. December 1990. So right there. So yeah, as you can imagine, there's a lot of old patterns in here. And I'm actually the one I'm doing is right here. This is from Cherry, different talk, Sherry over at Colorado Cross Stitcher. She's doing a cross stitch camp, and for the month of August, it is something new. So I'm doing a couple bit of new things on this. Let me show you the pattern. I had it marked and then I pulled it out and stashed it. So excuse me for just a minute. Find that. Not a very big magazine. Of course, I'm having all this trouble. It even, let me show you this. It even has like a puff paint t-shirt. Do you remember these? I remember doing these like for Christmas with puff paint. And now I'm having trouble finding it. Oh, of course there's one in the beginning. But this is, it's called Spotlight Irish Linen. And it is called Hearts and Flowers Sampler. And it's designed by, let's see, Leta Sullins. And here is what it looks like. And as you can see, like they're done in blue and red, but I just decided to do it all in one color. So this is what I got done so far. I'm doing mine on a 28 count legacy linen. It was a piece I had left over from another project, so I just started working on that one. And this is Forbidden Fiber Coat and the color Sapphire. Honestly, I'd probably be done with that if I had any more, but that's all. I only got one strand of floss left, and I know this is going to take more than one strand. So I'm hoping on Saturday to run over to Rogue Stitching where I bought this, and hopefully they had another skein of that. If not, I got to figure out something else to do. So for my new thing, it was from a new designer, a new magazine, and a new floss. I've never used Forbidden Fiber Co. Floss before. I'm sorry to be here, Caroline. Caroline's upstairs talking, and singing. So if you hear her, I'm very sorry. I have a microphone, so it picks out a lot of sound in the background. So hopefully it's not too terrible. So that is all I've stitched on right now. I have a haul and I'll show you, and I'm also going to do a giveaway, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Before I go into that, I'll tell you my plans also. On next week, we're going to the state fair, or at least hopefully, knock on wood. That's the plan, to go to the fair. I did not enter anything in the fair. Honestly, I have like imposter syndrome. I don't think I'm good enough to do it, kind of thing. But I love to look at it, so I plan to take lots of pictures, and I'll take pictures of all the cross stitch things, and I'll make either a whole new video, or I'll make just insert some video into my next floss tube, all different cross stitch finishes that people do, because there's just so many talented people. Like, you look at this stuff and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. And people have worked so hard on all this stuff. So I'm going to take pictures of it and show you it, and let you see that. So the first thing I'll show you is Primrose cross stitches. I ordered the kit for the month of, what month are we? August. My mom went blank. It is bee theme. So if you haven't seen the newsletter, check your newsletter. If you're not signed up, sign up for the newsletter, because you get free patterns. This is the freebie that came this month. I'm sure you can hear Caroline sing. I don't want to yell or tell her to be quiet. And plus, she works so hard to talk. So, but there's the bees. It like says bee theme. It came with the floss, the fabric to work on it, and that. And then I also bought the finishing kit for it. So now the giveaway. Okay, sorry. I have to refilm this because I accidentally flashed the pattern, and I don't want to do that because it's a bad thing to do. So I'm gonna refilm this a little section. Hopefully, I did show you what I ordered from them. I ordered the free August, or the free pattern August floss pack, and the finishing kit. So hopefully I showed you that. And when I did that, I got one of these in the mail with it, but I already had one. So I want to share it with you. So if you'll just leave a comment below with a put Primrose in your comment, or just put Primrose in your comment, and I'll do the random comment generator thing and pick somebody. I don't have a lot of comments, but maybe, I don't know, maybe a lot of people want this pattern and they'll comment. So but here is the pattern. Right now they're doing a lot of the circle finish or patterns and the finishes. So if this is one they're offering, and like I said, this is supposed to be, from what I understand, only time it's ever going to be offered in like the history of Primrose is right now, because for their grand opening they opened a store. If I didn't say that, but I can't remember now. But like I said, this is a special pattern they did. They offered it in store. If you were in store, you could grab one. And then if you ordered something, they sent one in the mail. So when I ordered this one, I had another copy of this, but I already have one copy. So I want to give it to you. So like I said, just comment below with Primrose in your comment, and I'll pick somebody and get that sent out to you by my next video. Next, also I ordered a button for just another bone company. It's a mini. Hi, Thunder. It is a flamingo. In either my last video or the video, I think it's a video before, I did a flamingo from Stitching by Ethel. I think it's Stitching by Ethel, and it was a flamingo. And I got your cat in chair, but so I thought this would be perfect with it. Hi, Thunder. But and then also I ordered a couple of flosses that I needed. Then this is a pattern I've been wanting for a while. It is Bent Creek. It's Cat-O-Lantern. Thought that was super cute. This is I got a couple patterns by Stitching by Ethel. This is October 31st Pinky. Hi, Thunder. Hi, Thunder. He wants treats. So wait a minute. This is called Christmas Wishes. Look at that cute cat and the mouse. I thought that was adorable. I have orange cats. Need to make that. And then this is from Plumstreet. It's samplers. It is called Tropic 2. Love the flamingos. And then also my last video, I talked about the price of sticky board going up. And I got 6 from Primrose, or from 123 Stitch, because they had it on sale. So I snatched that right on it. Honestly, I should put another order and order how much more, but no. Now I'm poor because of the air conditioner. But and then also I got a piece of fabric, vintage country mocha 16 count. I've been for a long time, I've stitched on 14 count. So I'm just trying some different counts, 16, 18, that kind of thing. So, like I said, I'm going to the fair on Wednesday, and or next coming up Wednesday with my family, and hopefully we go. Knock on wood. Last year we ended up getting sick right before and not going, so hopefully we stay well and are able to go and enjoy it. I plan to take pictures and videos of the cross stitch finishes, so I'll either make a video or insert that in another video that I do in a couple weeks, and I'll show you that. So I hope that'll be something you'll enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Happy stitching, and I'll see you. Bye.